And how do you think you've improved your play since the beginning of the season?
I think I've improved a lot. I mean, any kind of in-game experience, whether small or a large amount, can definitely help. And so I think I've improved throughout the season.
You were here last year. What did you think when Ben banked in that 3 against Iowa State?
Oh man! Towards the end of that game, I didn't know if we were going to come back and win. And then when he hit that shot, I knew we were going to win in overtime. There's too much momentum, so that was a big time shot and definitely one to remember.
Are they kind of becoming a bit of a rival? The games are usually.
I think so. Yeah. I mean, whenever you got a talented team that's gives you a good game every time, it slowly becomes a rival, and I think it's exciting. We always look for something like that, and I think Iowa State's definitely becoming something like that.
You guys have a lot of four-man players on the team, a lot of power forwards. Is it difficult to find playing time for you guys?
Yeah, it's definitely hard. I mean, we got a lot of bigs in general, and I don't think many teams in the country got as many as we do. So, it's hard, but it's a good thing too because we push each other in practice, and then in case of any kind of injury, there's not a big drop to the next person. So.
Landen, when Jeff Whitney first got to KU, he was like the 6th big guy on the bench or something like this. Coach Self ever bring up stories about that, about guys that were really far down on the bench?
I mean, he always talks about Jeff and other guys, even guys like Thomas and stuff. Everybody's gone through that before, and so it's just about staying patient and staying ready until it is your turn, and then when it is, performing at a high level. So.
How difficult is that to stay patient?
It's very hard. I mean, it's something that you kind of learn as you go, and you got to stay positive through it all and make sure that you're just looking at the long-term goals. And Coach always talks about it's a marathon, not a sprint. And so, I'm just looking down the road and making sure that whenever I do get my opportunities, I'm ready for it.
Do you see yourself as somebody who could be a starter at some point?
Yes, I do. I mean, that's definitely one of the main reasons, I came here is to get better, and then when it is my turn, take full advantage of it and start and do well. So.
You're such a good rebounder. What do you love about rebounding?
It's something that my dad kind of installed in me. I mean, he was a pretty good rebounder at Oregon, and growing up, that's all he harped on was just rebounding. Even we'll be in little YMCA games and stuff. He was just talking about rebounding, and that's something I just enjoy doing. It's fun for me, and while most kids find it as something that doesn't mean much, that means a lot to me. And someday I hope to, if I get an opportunity to do something like lead the country and stuff, because that's something I take pride in, and I definitely like rebounding. So.
Who are some of your favorite guys that were, like a Rodman or something that were known?
Rodman, I love the way Rodman rebounded because he wasn't that tall, but he would always tip it to himself. And I've learned a lot from that. Just if you can get a hand on the ball and tip it to yourself, it's anybody's possession after that. So, Rodman, somebody. I mean, I've just watched Kevin Love a lot, because he's from Portland, and so just going after it every time. You don't have to be the most athletic person or the strongest person, but you go after it every time and know which way the ball is coming off the rim. You could be a great rebounder. So.
You guys have been doubled in the post a lot. What's the key when a big guy gets doubled in the post? What is he?
One thing that Coach Self talks about a lot is just being patient. Enjoy the trap. Don't panic. If they're sending an extra guy at you, somebody's open. It's just about being patient, finding him, and getting him the ball. And so, a lot of times you see somebody running at you, you get in a hurry and whatnot. And so, in practice, a lot of times we'll just wait for the trap to come, enjoy it, take a retreat dribble, and then find the open person. And so, that's the main key to beating a trap for sure.
Was rebounding a big key in the game in Ames earlier this year? As Coach mentioned, rebounding was a big difference.
Oh yeah, I mean rebounding is always key, and we have such an athletic team that we want to out rebound teams by a lot more than we have been, and it shouldn't even be close. And so rebounding is definitely a big key, and we've done some drills in practice to help on that for sure. But getting extra possessions at the end of the day, can be the difference in the game. So.
Coach liked how you played at Iowa State. You guys did, but it seemed like they missed a lot of shots. Did it seem like that to you as well?
No, it definitely, seemed like some of the shooters weren't hitting those shots, and we got to learn from it and, be happy about the win, but know that that could have gone a, different way very easily. So we got to work on defending them better and not letting them get that many open shots off. So.
Time for two more.
And how good do you think this team can be eventually?
Really good. I mean, I think that we've been saying that from the beginning, and this last little stretch of games shows just how good, we've gotten just from San Diego State to now. And, we're learning game by game. By the time the tournament comes around, I think we could be really good.
Landen it's hard to see doing better with his ankle, and depending on how his ankle feels, does that change your mindset going into the game, knowing that you might need to be a little bit more prepared?
Yeah. I mean, he is doing better. He's, I think yesterday was the first time he's really gone up and down with us, and then today he might do some more. And for me, I'm always staying prepared, but when you see, somebody who, struggling with the injury like that, you really got to stay focused and get as many reps as you can with the, people in the rotation so that you are ready and know all the plays when you do get into the game.